Hi, Stargazers, Arik here, and we are about to embark on a very powerful 7-week journey that's beginning on the first day of Taurus. So this is very auspicious, a lot of energy. It's a big opportunity for us to reveal a lot of light in the world. So if you did the astrological new year with the 12 days of Aries, or you didn't, it doesn't matter really. It's like this is an opportunity for each and every one of us to manifest the energy into our world. So it's one thing to build like this rainbow road energy, or to have all this spectrum of light through meditation, taking care of ourselves, taking care of our minds, sleeping well, all of these things, doing the inner work. But then we need to be able to manifest that energy. And these 7 weeks that we are going to be going through, beginning on April 18th, is going to allow us to what's called unblock the channels of manifestation. So it's really important that we understand that there's a manifestation process, and it goes through like this bureaucracy, like this spiritual structure before it can manifest in our world. And it's unfortunate sometimes that many of us, we define success as what we have manifested. But I mean, really think about all the things that have not manifested, good things and bad things. That's also like a success. But either way, we want to unblock these channels of manifestation so that we can manifest the light, and not just allowing kind of like sludge to just end up in our reality, which is kind of what has happened. So really, this is an opportunity for us to understand, once again, this is a yearly cycle, because history repeats itself. There's absolutely no doubt about it. We have the 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. And then after winter, we have spring, summer, autumn, winter. And then we have January, February, March, April. And then it happens again and again and again. And we have these seasons, we have these cycles that happen over and over and over again. And then, of course, we have to think about if our lives are made up of actions, and we do the actions over and over and over again, even just thinking about the calendar. So Monday, what do you do? Tuesday, what do you do? Or your birthday or Christmas? Like we repeat our actions over and over and over again. And we are given spiritual tools like the tarot, for example, that remind us of these cycles, and that we can actually tap into, the opportunity to make a change, to make something different. Um, of course, what we're going through as a collective right now, this is a repeat energy. So it's something we can do to earn our freedom back, to be able to change things and prevent them from really going down a line we do not want them to go down. So it's really about using the tools so that we can make changes. And one of these big tools is called the Tree of Life journey. It's 7 weeks where we'll be traveling through these different realms, purifying these realms, and giving us the opportunity to tap into this 7-week period, this powerful time span, which when we can refine our lives, elevate our spirits, and really bring order into the world. So there's a lot of chaos, but we can bring in a lot of order. So this is a really important time to manifest all this good positive energy and bring it down into the world, which I'm really happy about, because we really need this now. We have learned during the Aries season that like a war is made up of many different battles. And when we study and we crack the enemy's battle plan, okay, we can win the war. And I like to teach people how to study our ego's battle plan, how it controls us, how it enslaves us, how it keeps us limited. And then we can live our life through the ego, but not underneath the ego's control. But what has happened is that the ego has gained enough externalization power to unleash a lot of negativity, but we can't take it back under control. And really, it's the only way. The spiritual way is the only way to take back the control of what's going on. Going out and fighting, it's not really going to accomplish that much. It's going to be playing right into the enemy's agenda. So if you think about like just some longer cycles in history, of course, like at the end of the World War, we've had about 70 years of peace. If you remember from past life or even this life, we've had about 70 years of peace. And The good thing is, of course, that the light energy won that war, but of course, the loser, right? The counterforce, what I call, it's been refining itself. It's been studying, where did we go wrong? How can we do it better next time around? Villains always seem to be able to figure out a way to make a comeback with a better plan. And what you see behind me is this flower of life, and within it is the tree of life. And then we have these seeds of life. So we can really tap into these different seeds, these different vessels, and bring more light into the world to kind of counterbalance, counteract that counterforce energy. Because today isn't any different. Today is not any different, except for we have this spiritual consciousness. We have our mind. We can tap into our mind. It's a lot of people during these 70 years have turned towards spiritual pursuits, self-improvement, healing, karmic clearing. And really, most people who've embarked on this journey, they got seduced by blaming or falling into victimization, or having it be like this kind of spiritual entertainment that's like the new age trap. But those of those of you who have really endured that inner battle and haven't given up and have come closer to liberation from limitations, you know that, first of all, anyone can make the choice to stay committed on this path, and secondly, that it's worth it, right? So many of us have seen, though, a new spawning of this counterforce, and it's made its move, okay? And the collective ego has gained enough energy to really kind of like externalize and declare war on the war of all wars from the beginning of time, the war on consciousness. So the weapons that are deployed, of course, are more of the psychic realm. It's about entrapment and diversion. So what this means for us is that we need to use our consciousness and the tools that have been revealed to us throughout the ages, the Torah, the tarot, the healing energies, all of that. And I think as we leave this second season of Aries in the new decade, and we move into the energy of Taurus, the main message of Aries this year has been never give up no matter what. Never give up no matter what. And so we need to keep pushing on to use our tools to manifest the rainbow light in the world. That's why I'm doing a Tree of Life journey. It's a 7-week journey. Every day I will be releasing consciousness for the 49-day journey. And then every week we will be doing like a frequency alignment. So what's important is that there are these 7 frequencies that have these different qualities. So the first one, for example, is about loving kindness. It's about compassion. It's about mercy. And on that first week, the universe is going to be releasing these frequencies that we need to tune into. Like we are like radio signals, and we need to turn into this energy and then see, where do we stand with it? Maybe we don't stand in such a good place with it. And then we have to purify that, clear it out so that we can channel that energy through and that we can let it manifest in. And as we do that each and every week, we bring order into the world. And by the end, I will be doing a live stream where you connect with your soulmate. You connect with the Archangel Raziel, who's the holder of wisdom. He's like just above Metatron in the angel hierarchy. By the way, the whole Taurus season is about connecting with your angels. I'm doing a completely different live event for that as well, so please check that out. But it's about connecting with the angels, because the most beautiful thing here is that everything can change in an instant. But we need to tap into our potential and really pave the way for the light to manifest. Now, we need to look up from our virtual realities that we've created and contact the world around us, because every time we get more sucked into it, it's like we're losing touch of what's going on. So this is giving us an opportunity to grow out of the environments, to grow out of the prisons that we've created, and to tap into that energy of love, in the first week. The second week's different energy. So this is like what we call climbing the tree of life. It's within the flower of life energy, which you see. It's so famous. Everybody pretty much knows what that is. So we no longer, as we're climbing this tree of life, we no longer need to be afraid. So we can do what's called take refuge in this tree of life, through that tree of life journey. So I'm really happy to be able to offer that. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, so I'm really happy that I can finally do that. And as we are going through that tree of life journey, of course, it's going to help us to become masters of our emotions, to help us become masters of our thoughts, masters of our words, masters of our actions. And we're going to be working with different archetypes throughout each week. And as we are mastering our thoughts, our emotions, our words, and our actions, then we kind of master what it means to be human. We really need to have a good consciousness that we want to be human and we want to remain human. Um, things are being increasingly replaced by automated functions of artificial intelligence. And as we allow that to happen, because it appeals to our laziness, we like to be lazy. We want things to be automated, so we let the computer or the AI do it, and then we lose our humanity. Of course, there's a balance to it, but I'm just talking about the part where it goes too far. So we need to understand that we cannot delegate the building of our reality, but really allow God to bring what we have to life. So these 7 weeks are about building these upper worlds so that we can build our world, because the thing is, our world is being built for us right now, and we need to take control and build it ourselves, as God intended it. It's like this Tower of Babel energy is going on right now, and we need to stop it as much as possible. So as we journey through the tree of life, we build the best reality we can imagine by clearing up these 7 realms of our thoughts, emotions, words, and actions. And at the end of the 7 week, like I said, we're going to be right in the middle of Gemini, which is the archetype of the lovers. And in the middle is like when we can, access the highest point of the mountain within the lovers. And then we can, communicate with the angel in there, the angel Raziel. So it's a 49-day period leading up to the middle of Gemini. And we're taking refuge from entrapment and codependency because, throughout history, captives have become slaves to their captor. And this is really repeating itself now. As we are losing the war, we become slaves to whatever the agenda is. And even though it might look different now than it did like hundreds of years ago, it is the same play. It's the same story. Remember, history repeats itself over and over and over again. But this time around, the only way that we can really truly win this spiritual war of consciousness is by manifesting more light into the world, tapping into our potential, controlling our minds, not delegating our minds and our thinking to outside sources. And we're moving out of what I call this compensated reality. We have to build the reality ourselves. So in order to do that, of course, we need to, like anytime, if you want to build a building, you need to clear the space. So we need to unblock the channels of manifestation as much as possible. This is why the 7 week journey of the tree of life is so important, and we will all be going through it, but I'm offering an organized way for us to really process through it. So they are not an easy 7 weeks because, of course, we have to purify a lot of the things we're going through, but they offer endless treasures, and it's going to do a big blast on the counterforce going back. Okay. So you guys, let me know how it's going for you. Share this with anyone in your reality. You can sign up during any week, as long as you watch this until June 5th, you can sign up at any time. When you sign up, you'll be working on that week of energy. But I mean, it would be great to start right from the beginning, but if you can't, don't worry about it. If you're just seeing this later, no worries. So my name is Arik. Please check it out on cosmicpixels.com. That's the tarot website where we have all the classes and everything on tarot. It's all this amazing stuff. So please like, subscribe, and share with anyone in your reality. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you're listening to this later, let me know how this journey is going for you. Oh, and after signing up, you can connect, of course, with the community, everyone that's participating, and share your experiences and whatnot. Okay. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.